Mechwarrior Online patch notes are out finally for July 2023, and it's a big one. Let's talk about it, friends. Alright, let's go down here. Let's see what's happening. Greetings, Mechwarriors. We have a massive patch this month. We got the Stone Rhino. We've got the new map called Series Metal Scrapyard. We've got 2 new legendary mechs, 2 annihilators, the Stone Crusher and the Gauss Zilla. Weapon adjustments, mech adjustments, quirk adjustments, and more details below. Also important, MWO Comp Championship Series 2023. The comp queue is now opening for teams to be created. Matches will start from the August patch. And of course, we'll have a new tournament supporter pack and announcement when that is happening. Now then, first and foremost, the poster boy of this patch, the Stone Rhino. Let's click on this thing. This looks massive. This looks massive. It looks like a super hulked up bandit that then had PPCs and cannons strapped to it. Like a mad dog on steroids. Steroid Medarsky. That is it. Also like the little shark mouth or whatever going on over there. Also the super thick lower legs. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, the Stone Rhino is of course a 100-ton clan mech. People have been asking for that thing for a long time, so now it's finally here. Of course, this will have a whole pre-order page as well, so if you want to have a look at that, I also made a video on the Stone Rhino available. I will link that in the video description, of course, so you guys can have a look at that if you're interested in checking out and or ordering the Stone Rhino. Then we have a new map, the Series Metal Scrapyard, which seems to be a night map, which is interesting, because we don't have any of those, if any. And yeah, as you can see, it's going to be low grounds with some hills attached. Hills of various sizes, of course, since we don't see any mechs. I mean, I think, is it a mech right here? This might be a Jenner down here. So, I think there's a cockpit here. So this might be a Jenner down here. So, okay, it's fairly high, fairly open. Definitely not a lot of learn blockage going on there. But definitely interesting and definitely something new. So, this is going to be fun to try out. Of course, we want to see like which of these areas you can jump over. I'm guessing that this is all jumpable, and this is all just hard wall, of course. We've got a symmetrical layout for the spawns, but the map itself does not seem to be symmetrical. At least these parts right here and these parts right here are not symmetrical. This part and this part are not symmetrical, but roughly symmetrical, I would say. So there's always the potential of having some spots be better than others, but we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to playing this new map. Spawn points close together. This is just the normal yellow pea stain in the middle of the map area. Middle cover and some other areas in between. This might also be raised up. Okay. Well, once the map releases, we'll do a full flyover. We'll test the map for scale and see how it looks like. This right here is the hold the flag area. So you can see theater right here and so on. Also, again, spawn points moved a little bit to the corners. So you either have a southwest and northeast spawn area, or if you go capture the flag, it is going to be northwest and southeast. Okay, well, let me know how that map works out for you once it's released. Now, the 2 new legendary battle mechs. The Twin Annihilator Assault Mechs, Stone Crusher and Gauss Zilla. Here we have the Stone Crusher, and I think a picture says more than 1,000 words, so yeah, this is gonna be a brutal laser vomit annihilator. Can I just throw something in here? Anybody else noticing the power creep in Mechwarrior Online when you're thinking about classic Inner Sphere mechs that we've had in the beginning, and then the clans came in and the weapon power creep, and now the weapon power creep is finally hitting some of the Inner Sphere mechs? But those old mechs are still there, so they need to get massively quirked so that they can have even remotely any chance against things like that. Yeah, food for thought. But, I mean, it's an annihilator with a lot of lasers. Who wouldn't like that? Let's go ahead and have a look at this picture right here. I like the paint job. It looks like a combination of like rust, but then also like the like crags with the shiny lights. that they had for the loyalty mechs a couple of years ago. So this looks cool. Here is a screenshot of the loadout. So let's have a look at the quirks first for a sec. 30% C-bill bonus, of course. Medium laser family heat scale limit +3. Okay. Okay, medium laser heat skill limit +3. Plus some armor. That's it. Nothing crazy else going on here. Weapon systems are going to be 4 large lasers and a whopping 9 medium lasers. Which makes for an 81 Alpha Strike. Of course, this could be ER mediums as well. Comes with standard engine 325 and target computer. Light ferrofibrous. The mech building enthusiast in me looks at this and goes like, yep, this is a potential mech for some heavy single heatsink building. You know, light fusion engine, a little bit smaller, throw a light ferro out, throw in some other good stuff, throw in some endo steel, and just start chucking in those heatsinks. Could be really good. Because right now, this is not going to be as effective in cooling, although it's not that hot either. Well, it is actually quite hot, I think. So yeah, lots of options here. What I would love to see, what I would have loved to have seen here, is a large laser heat scale limit +1 or large laser heat scale limit +2. So you would have the ability to put like a large laser right here instead of a medium, or right here. That would be nice. I would have also set it apart even a little bit further, but yeah, okay, well, we'll have a look at that. It's a laser vomit annihilator. Nothing to it. And you can only laser vomit with this if you're thinking about laser sniping or if you're thinking about PPCing. There's tons of other mechs out there in the Annihilator chassis. Well, not tons, but a lot of that. Two mechs out there in the Annihilator chassis that do that better. So this is going to be a laser vomit Annie, and that's all it's ever going to be. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about buying this. And then we have this thing right here. The Gauss-Zilla. And I don't know how I feel about this being in Mechwarrior Online. Part of me says, hey, this is cool. The other part of me says, great, yet another sniper mech. Let's talk about the loadout of this mech, guys. The Gauss-Zilla comes equipped with clan tech. This is an inner sphere mech, and for that reason, I think it's, again, this is very like dual feelings in me. I find it super cool that we finally have an inner sphere mech that's actually going to be using clan technology, at least for the Gauss rifle side here. A couple of questions are of course up in the air, but let's talk about the loadout first. It's Gauss-Zilla. It's got 5 Gauss rifles. 5 Gauss rifles. Okay. Of course, you're paying for that with reduced speed, so you have a standard engine 200 is your engine, so your speed is going to be 32 kph. Okay, alright. And this thing has 6 tons of ammo. The quirks are Gauss ammo capacity +10 per ton of ammo. That is strong, that is super strong. Crit hit chance receiving -15%. That is very weak. And we have Gauss cooldown, clan Gauss cooldown, -15%. That is strong. Plus, of course, a 30% extra C-bill bonus. This thing has no hardpoints for anything else but 1 center torso laser, potentially, if you want that. What I would do with this build, most likely, is I would throw out one of the Gauss rifles and add a light fusion engine. I would throw out the left torso Gauss rifle right here, would add a light fusion engine and get this thing up to a normal speed of 48 kph. Of course, swapping out the engine is 100% contingent of whether you can actually swap that out for a bigger engine size, so we don't know that yet. That would be interesting to see. But yeah, also the question of whether you can run other clan ballistics on this mech. It's also going to be interesting because I can have a couple of ideas of how this could be very much fun in the game. Do take note also, no extra armor bonus. So you got an 80 armor side torso annihilator. It's not gonna be the tankiest of Annies, but at the ranges that the Gauss rifles are firing, it doesn't necessarily have to be. Like I said, I think it's cool for that combination of inner sphere and clan tech. I would like to see more of that. Hashtag Templar, anybody? But on the other side of things, It is yet another long-range sniper fest mech, and Mechwarrior Online has too much long-range sniper fests. All you guys are constantly telling me, too much long-range sniper fest, too many open maps, but you get mechs that cater towards that kind of stuff a little bit. With this particular mech very strongly, of course. The other knights are not that much, if even at all. Okay. Interesting concept. We'll have to see how it plays out. This could be super fun. It could also be super annoying. We'll see. Weapon adjustments. Clan Gear Medium Laser. Heat penalty multiplier up to 2.8 from 1.4. If only I did that for Clan Heavies. You know what builds I'm talking about. So yeah, that is going to be very punishing if you use more than 6 now. PPC and heavy PPC. The change that I have been asking for a couple of years is finally here now. Point blank damage is increased to about, what is that? Half damage for the PPC, a third damage for heavy PPC, and has a sharp exponential increase to 15/10 damage depending on the size of your PPC at the optimal range of 90 meters. Range quirks and range skill nodes affect the range bracket as well. That's gonna make both PPCs and heavy PPCs a lot more interesting to be used in the game. I still wonder why we need to have this. In my opinion, we don't need to have this, but okay, whatever. This is gonna at least make it so that if somebody goes close to you, if you have PPC or if you have PPCs, you're not gonna be completely defenseless. Now you're gonna be doing at least some damage. So that is a good change. Clan Autocannon 10. Heat penalty minimum threshold to 5 from 3, which means you can now fire 4 Clan AC-10s without penalty, so that's going to benefit all those 4 AC-10 plus PPC loadouts. 5 or more, heat penalty multiplier of 24. You shoot 6 at the same time, you just go Rack 5, spin up time decreased, ramp down duration time increased a little bit, so it's now similar to the Rack 2. Oh yeah. Mech agility adjustments. Moral to Cs. Increased acceleration, increased deceleration. That is good because Moral to Cs are supposed to be mobile and fast. It also looks sleek. Torso twist rate increased by 15 degrees per second in yaw and 9 degrees per second in pitch. Nice. Okay. Moral to C8 gets the same changes as far as I can see. What's the difference here? And the Mad Cat Mark II, Mark II 1, and Mark II Bravo. The GG stats have been changed to be similar to the 2 and the 4. Acceleration, deceleration, torso twist rate again 90 degrees per second, which is going to be a lot faster, and torso yaw angle 90 degrees now. Okay. Death Strike gets the same. Agility stats have been changed to be similar to the Moonwalker, so they increase the torso twist rate, okay, and the yaw angle as well. Okay. Night Star. This is an interesting change and one that I like. Really like, actually. Hand actuators have been removed, and models will remain in the arms for aesthetic reasons, but more importantly, what I like here is Night Star arms have been moved closer to the body to improve weapon convergence. More of that, please, for more mechs. Weapon convergence is a huge issue in this game. Thank you. This is good. This is gonna make something like the Night Star, I think it's a 9P or 9J, I don't know, the one with the double UAC-20 quirk, a lot more usable, because that thing was shooting as wide as a barnyard door, so the quirk didn't help much unless your target was either huge and slow, like a Fafnir, or just sitting still. Otherwise, you would just miss one of those UAC-20s, so that's good. Skill tree adjustments. Enhanced UAC and rack nodes now provide jam time duration to racks as well, in addition to the already existing ramp down cooldown time that is provided for this node for racks. Okay. I would still prefer this to lower the jam chance, actually. Not the jam duration, but it's just me. Mech quirk adjustments. K9, UAC jam chance removed, 30% flat weapon jam chance added. 15% rotary autocannon rate of fire added. Max 60L, 60L gets 30% rotary autocannon rate of fire. Raven 4X, 20% laser duration up from 10. Raven Hugin, structure bonus +6 on each side torso. Cicada 2 Bravo, 25% laser cooldown removed and just flat laser cooldown added instead. Nice. Hatchetman 6 Delta gets 20% rack rate of fire. 7R gets a right arm armor bonus up to 24 from +8. This, I believe, is the one that has all the weapons in the right arm, right? That is a smart move. I like that. Uziel. All variants get an extra 5 armor bonus on left torso, center torso, and right torso. Uziel 3S, aside from the armor changes, gets a 60% missile spread modifier. 60%. Ooh. The 2S, same thing, 6% missile spread, 3P, same thing, plus ballistic armor boost per ton, 100% instead of 60, nice. Uziel 5P. Ballistic cooldown, energy cooldown removed, flat 20% cooldown added, 15% ballistics heat, 40% rack jam chance. Okay. Uziel 6P, 8 armor to the arms like the other ones. Uziel Belial, that's the hero mech. 15% PPC velocity removed, 20% weapon velocity added. This is a typo? Or is this for real? Added 260% MRM 10 velocity. Those MRM 10s are gonna fly faster than a Gauss round. I mean, it's just MRM 10s you can have. Can you have 1 or 2 launches? I don't remember. I will have to check this. But this could be fun. This could be fun. As long as this is just, as long as you don't have too many of these weapon systems, this could be super fun. I like that they're experimenting with quirks like this. I like it a lot. It's really, really important to do stuff like that to keep a game fresh and meaningful and keep giving people something new and fun to try out. So please, more of these outlier things. Love it. Love it. Huge stamp of approval. Love it. Wolverine 7 Delta, your jam chance removed, flat weapon jam chance added, Dragon 5N, same thing. Rifleman 8 Delta also gets the rack autocannon jam chance, 40% less. Catapult, the Butterbee, 10% MRM heat with just 10%. Okay, so this is just, stays the same, it just cleaned up the quirks. Victor 9 Bravo, 40% flat weapon jam chance for the UX as well. Battlemaster 1 Delta, this is the juicy one. 100% weapon jam chance reduction. This mech, if I read this correctly, will never jam on UX or racks. And you got, I think it's 3 hard points in an arm, or 2 or 3 hard points in an arm. So this could be super interesting. This could be super cool. Like it. More of these, please. The Scorch Morale to See gets ballistic cooldown and LBX cooldown. So this is like 15% LBX cooldown, nice. Again, brawlers need more love, and the Scorch is a very good brawler. Asp, Prime, Charlie, Echo, and Rancor gets 7 armor bonus to the left torso and right torso pods. The Alpha gets armor bonus on left torso, right torso, plus 14 from plus 7. Bravo gets plus 7 on the right torso, Delta gets plus 7 on the left torso. Executioners, the Prime gets 10% Gauss Rifle cooldown in the left arm. Bravo gets 20% UX jam chance in the left arm and the jam duration to minus 60% instead of 8. Yeah, this is all stuff that will really help those UX 20 builds, right? Executioner Charlie, 30% UX jam chance in the right arm. Instead of 8, 70% less jam chance. Oof, okay. And instead of ballistic cooldown and missile cooldown, 25% flat cooldown instead of 8. Nice. Execution Chirby, 30% UX jam chance in the right arm, and 25% ballistic velocity instead of 8. Nightstar 10P. Removed rotary autocannon heat skill limit +1, added rotary autocannon heat 2, heat skill limit +1, yeah. Because you couldn't use 3 Rack 5s in this thing anyways, because it didn't fit. I wanna see a mech that gets Rack 5 times 3. Fafnir Juggernaut, for example, would be a prime candidate for that. Can you imagine that? 3 Rec 5s? Or 4 Rec 5s? Ooh. Painful. Nidamin Baby, same thing, clean up on the MRM heat quirks. Fafnir Juggernaut, Rec 2 heat scale limit +1. So you can do Rec 2s and then UEC 2s or AC 2s, probably AC 2s. Like I said, I would like to have seen a Rec 5 heat scale limit +1 as well for this. Just as an experiment, see how it goes. Because I think this one can take it. King Crabs, the 000 gets heat minus 12.5% from 5%. King Crab Quadruple 0, 10% flat heat for minus 5% energy and minus 5% minus 10% missile, so just flat heat, nice. The King Crab 000 Bravo, 5% extra heat bonus and 30% weapon jam chance, nice. And the King Crab 001, another buff to heat, nice. Kodik 3, crit hit chance receiving, minus 60% up from minus 15, nice. Kodik 4, 10% flat weapon velocity, 30% UEC jam chance, 10% heat. And the Spirit Bear, this is interesting. Left torso, center torso, right torso armor bonus plus 18, so that's a total of 8 extra armor per component right there. And 15% weapon spread. Okay, so what's your highlight for this actual patch here? I am like big question mark on the Godzilla. Like I understand what the Stone Crusher is gonna do. That is fairly straightforward. Godzilla, I don't know how that's gonna impact the game. Whether it's gonna be very good or very bad, I can't really tell here. What is really nice is that those torso-mounted weapons are fairly high up. The arm bounce rounds, of course, are gonna come a little lower. Like I said, I'll probably go like left side, right side, and just go with a light fusion engine here. But I'm a little bit on the fence on the Godzilla. Like I don't know how it's gonna impact the game. We'll have to see, I guess. And of course, the Stone Rhino. I mean, it's gonna be a 100-ton battle mech for the clans. What's not to like there? It's gonna be thick. It's gonna be shooting like a wide barnyard thingy, so they basically took the Nightstar arms and added that to like a thicker Mad Dog chassis, basically. Convergence is gonna be a bitch with these. Like, look at this. This is like, I mean, maybe they need to pull them in a little bit more or pull this down a little bit. This looks like a little bit too much. Also, if these are side torsos, right? So it's gonna be super easy to shoot this thing, the side torso, from like literally anywhere in the world, because you can always hit those, just like with the Marauder 2. And the cockpit seems to be relatively big and angled like this, which makes it relatively easy to cockpit kill, especially if you're shooting from a slightly higher elevation, so keep that in mind. Armor up that cockpit, guys. It looks like it's gonna be big. In any case, looking forward to getting my hands on it and testing this stuff out. Hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, let me know. Take care. Thank you so much, supporters. Couldn't do it without you. If you want to join Team TTB, check out the join button right here on YouTube, super thanks button in the comment section, or of course the links to Patreon or the merch store listed in the video description.